Merry meet Aquarius, Aquarius sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Aquarius starting today. Sorry for my camera problem there. Starting today, the 14th of October, 2023. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Darlene, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Darlene. Thank you so much, Dre. And thank you to everybody for joining us today, Aquarius and friends of Aquarius. If you happen to be watching on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through the shuffling if you want to by using the timestamps in the video description. I am reading today with Tarot Grand Lux. And then I have already purified with Verbena by Coswell Mozzie. You can find links to each of those products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. This does go out to a lot of Aquarius, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, disregard the reading because it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs. And remember that we have a general reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. You can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings right on my website, ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Simply click on the free online tarot lessons link that is in the main menu. I don't read with card reversals, so don't worry about it. All is well, I promise. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have a bunch of different tarot decks that are listed there, and those are all affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can use our PayPal portal at paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. Or you can, if you want to not use PayPal, if you want to use the Stripe link, which lets you use regular credit cards or Apple Pay, things like that. You can find those donation links on the very bottom of each and every page of our website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. You could also use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you're on YouTube. But what we really care about, Aquarius, is you. That you're here today for this 2-week reading. So I can just stop shuffling and give it to you. Let's cut this in 2 piles there. Let's see what's in store for Aquarius. 2 of coins, 8 of wands, 9 of cups. Woo, good job. You're doing great. I know some of you have been kind of going through it this last few weeks, and I'm sorry for that. A lot of us have been, in regardless of our signs, but I know Aquarius have been having their own little special brand of happy. So you've been doing well, though. Look at you. Look at you with all of this. This 8 of wands is letting things come to an end. And I'm not so much looking at negative things coming to an end, although they can be included. It's just completion in general. It's letting things end. A lot of Aquarius, you might notice that sometimes the idea of completion and endings can be something that's sort of uncomfortable for you. And so you've got this sort of subliminal almost need, to avoid endings. And so just realize that endings aren't bad. Endings aren't sad, and when things end, it makes it so that new things can start, you know? And in this world, things have that, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And so while we're living in this world, letting things end allows us to have those new beginnings. And so it's really important to understand that the endings that are happening are really, really positive. And look at all of the energy as things end for you. Look at all the energy it frees up for you. Look at that big smile. That's you. So this is a very satisfying card, the 9 of Cups. It's a very magnetic card. You are so magnetic to your good. You really are. You are a brilliant, vibrant magnet, Aquarius. You've been so impatient in the past, and you're not going to be anymore because there's not going to be anything to be impatient about. You're going to get the things that you want. A lot of you are also letting go of and honing down on and getting focused on what it is that you want. I think for many of you, these impatient experiences of impatience were the result of that you wanted this and you wanted that and you wanted this and you wanted that, and you didn't really know what you truly wanted. You were having a hard time discerning between passing fancies and deep desire. And a lot of that is what's coming into an end, and into focus is another way of saying that. You can think of it as coming into focus, so that you are clearer on your desires. And when you're clearer on your desires, then you're more magnetic to them, and you're getting very wonderful, wonderful results. So it's a lovely base reading so far. So let's open it up and see what else is what. What is what? Death, temperance. Come over here, temperance. Come over here, death. And the Four of Wands. Wow. Gee, this is really good. The death, this death card with the Eight of Wands coming after it, some of the things that ended in the past were a little more challenging for some of you. Some of the things that have been coming to an end have been a little bit more challenging, but they've been long in the making. Let's be real. It wasn't sort of just like out of the blue for most of you. So there's a lot of things that needed to end that were just sort of like being on life support that didn't need to be there anymore, right? And that was where a lot of that impatience was coming, because you were displacing the instead of recognizing there's things that you're not wanting to let go of, things that you're not wanting to end. That feeling of impatience was a displacement. Because instead of recognizing what it was that you were just trying to keep alive that needed to die, you were instead saying, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? What's going on? And now you're realizing that as that stuff is dying or has died, and things are coming into focus and getting clearer, now you are free. Now you're free to heal. You're free to be healed. You're free to be the magnet, like I was talking about before. The magnet to all that you desire and require. And that magnetism is unimpeded because of all of this. So it was maybe challenging for some of you, but it was worth it. It was worth it because look at where you are and look at what's coming. This temperance card is so important because it's that angelic elixir. And it's so specific to you what this angel is doing for you. And this angel knows exactly what you need, and you have so much assistance. But before you weren't able to even see the forest for the trees. So asking for assistance, even if you did it, didn't really mean it in the same thing that it means now. Now you ask for assistance because you recognize it's right there, because you don't have all that stuff impeding you. You don't have everything in your way anymore. You can just say, oh, yes, I really feel the angel. I really see that, or whatever you call it. You don't have to call it an angel, but that vibration of assistance that's available to me at all times, right? Now, this Four of Wands is saying you're going to get back to work soon. It's been hard for you to work in the right way because you've been going through these transformative experiences, which were very important. So it's, you were not able to have the normal routine. You weren't able to have the normal, just schedule and focus and organized work environment that you want. It just wasn't appropriate for many of you. But now it is. Now you're going to come into it. In fact, it's going to be a new version of that. You're not going to go back to an old version of that. You're going to find a new version of order. And it's a lot of order. And for many of you, it's order in your workplace. It's order in the work that you find satisfying. So not only do you have all the resources coming to you that you need, but as you get more orderly and focused in your time and your space, your workspace, finishing old projects that are incomplete, those kinds of things, you'll notice the expansive nature of this Jupiter card. The expansive nature is stimulated when you get things in order. And you're going to want to. You're going to feel so compelled to get things in order and to finish old projects and to clean your whatever your workspace happens to be, to organize things. And you're going to just feel so compelled to do that because you understand how magnetic you are. You understand the expansive nature of this 4 and the magnetic nature of this 9. And so that's the trend that is starting, is very magnetic, very successful, very satisfying. That's a wonderful word for where you're headed, very satisfying. And I don't think it's really a thing for you so much, but I like to say it anyway, just whenever I give a reading. When we see some really good outcomes and things turning around in wonderful ways for people, while we're in situations in the world that we're in, many people have a type of survivor's guilt that comes up for them. And who am I to have a happy outcome? Who am I to have success? Who am I to even think about that when so many people are suffering in the world, right? Be aware of that tendency. It's misguided. It's not... That's totally ego. It makes absolutely no sense. If you just sit and reason it out with yourself, okay, so if I'm suffering, that helps them how? Right? So you not suffering is actually good. It's not harming anybody. So you succeeding and you having things turn out well for yourself is actually helping the entire world. So you don't have to worry about that. A lot of times people think, no, I got to shut that down because there's too much suffering in the world, and who am I to have anything good happen? I'll tell you who you are. You're a being of light. You're a being of joy. You're a being of pure spirit. And this is your time right now, Aquarius. This is really your time, because it's been so hard for many of you. It's been really challenging for many of you, what you've been going through, and you've done well. You've done well. Don't listen to the ego that tries to tell you that you're a mess up, that you screwed up, or other people that are telling you how much you screwed up. You didn't screw up. You had to go through what you had to go through. You had to go through what you had to go through. And if they don't understand it, that's okay. They don't need to. They don't have to understand what happened. This was your initiation. And you've come through it really beautifully, and you're coming through it really beautifully, and you're going to a beautiful place. So all is well. I'm very pleased to see this, because I know it's been a challenge for many of you, and I'm really, really happy for you. So don't shortchange yourself with all of the beauty and all of the healing that's coming your way. You can do this, and you don't have to feel guilty about anything, about either what happened in the past, and you definitely don't have to feel guilty about succeeding in the present and the future. If you do want to listen to some meditations that to optimize this, I have one on the Temperance card called Healing with the Angelic Elixir, and for the Death card it's called Letting Problems Die, and you can find all of my tarot meditations in one link on this video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Deline and Ray. We will see you in 2 weeks, Aquarius. Blessed be.